Make it move.
You know. So I used to work with Chief Keef a lot.
Yeah.
So how did that come about,
Chief
man?
Keef was one of my main clients for about 4 years.
How did you meet up with Chief Keef? How did that come about?
I mean, like I said, I'm from Springfield, I'm a hustler. I just pulled up on him. They was in Atlanta. They was doing a big concert called the Birthday Bash in Atlanta.
Yep.
And they were at the hotel. Somebody told me, yeah, Chief Keef was at the hotel over here, da 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 da. I was like, I just went and pulled up. Introduced myself, told them what I do. At first, they weren't really fucking with me, you know what I'm saying? His manager at the time was the dude named Dro. He was like, yo, we don't fuck with outsiders. Just like that, you know what I'm saying? These dudes gangbangers, they don't know about this shit. They don't want to mess with the outsiders. You know, they just want to do their own thing. So at first they were kind of abrasive, but then once they saw what I could do for them, I was like, listen, you ain't got to do nothing. Fall back, watch what I do. 2 days later, I went put 10 shows on the table. 20 bands a piece. That's when he first came out, he was getting 20. 200,000, you know what I'm saying? They was like, oh shit. Then they kind of fell back a little bit. Then Dro was like, listen, you handle all the contracts, you know what I'm saying? I just want to fall back and make sure my artist know what he's supposed to do. You know, then eventually him and Dro fell out. Peter Pan pretty much took over the management, and his uncle, Zoe. And I was kind of working with them to do all the shows, and we did a lot of good business. I don't want no scrambling, I don't want to hold up to that back door. We're gonna come in and want everything cleared out, it's gonna straight pass straight to the stage. So 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and he's gonna have his crew with him.
Yeah. So when we coming in, all I need is just that 2 guys in the front stage.
So dealing with Chief Keef, you know, at that time you was messing with him. He was kind of young, still kind of wild. You ever had any show incidents like he missed a show or?
Well, this is what people don't understand about Chief Keef. Chief Keef, when he got signed, he was 16, 17 years old, straight out of O Block, and he was on probation for shooting at the police. This wasn't no regular kid just writing rhymes and looking what other niggas is doing. He was banging for real, you know what I'm saying? So when he got in the game, seeing these corporate people and these promoters and all that, he like, I don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? So when he started missing shows, he didn't really understand it. And I had to kind of tell him, and the team around him had to kind of tell him, like, bro, you gotta make these shows. 90% of those shows that got missed weren't really him. After he missed 1 or 2, other niggas started finessing other promoters, saying, yeah, I get Chief Keef for you. And it just turned into a domino effect, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I think he only really missed a couple shows on his own. Everything else is all finesse of other people. Just finished the back end's all done. We did the walkthrough with the security. The promoter is good. He's getting on his table set up. Liquor is good. The waitress is all set up to bring the bottles out. Everything has to be coordinated because when we get here and you're scrambling, the artist starts to feel uncomfortable. You got a bad show. So you got to make sure the waitress is on point. When the artist comes in, the bottles come out, the sparklers. It's all a good party. Everybody's in motion. It's a good show. And we're gonna come back in a minute, and it's gonna be showtime.
So give me a story with Chief Keef. Like, you know, what's the wildest thing that ever happened with you and Chief Keef? Like, give me a on the road story or.
I mean, them dudes. The first time I took them on a tour, I did a northern tour with them. They never had a tour bus before, and first we was in a Sprinter, and I put them on a big tour bus. The first day was in Charlotte, then with the VA, then with the DC and Pittsburgh. So when he saw the tour bus, he was like, oh shit. He started putting it on Instagram. Everybody from O Block started hitting him up like, fly us in, we want to get on the tour bus. So the next city, everybody flew into Virginia. It was 60 niggas on the tour bus. Burning, girls running through. The tour bus got destroyed, you know what I'm saying? So at that time, there was a little incident going on with him and Shy Glizzy. And tour bus ended up getting shot up in DC. And we had a little incident where the tour bus got shot up in DC. So that was one of the wildest incidents that happened.
City, y'all say girls, city, my girl, JT, the young Miami, gonna be here in a second. But you know what they love more than anything? That old school Gucci man shit. What you got for them? My girls like that trap shit. Let's go.
So you have any like problems with promoters because he didn't show up to a show or anything like that?
I had one problem, but it wasn't really his fault. It was like I said, it was a finesse.
Yeah.
Somebody finessed him.
Yep.
He didn't know about it. Somebody had a fake show, so I'm out there and I'm out there to go deal with it. When I had to go to deal with it, I was talking to the promoter. The promoter wasn't having it, you know what I'm saying? So, make a long story short, I had to sit in the hotel room for about 2 days until the money came back, you know?
Oh wow, so they kidnapped you.
I had to sit in the hotel room for about 2 days until the money came back, you know?
Wow.
And luckily, his Uncle Uncle Zoe, I'm sorry, Big Zoe Alonzo, was a stand-up dude. He made sure all the bread came back, and I got up out of there.
That's wild, man.
Yeah.
That's wild, man. Wow. So I heard you made that Faneto song happen, man.
Did I made it happen?
You was part of it. You was,
Well,
now you didn't make it happen, but you was.
It was a show
you was,
that I booked.
I'm riding through New York, finna go and shoot New Jersey up. Tryna take my chain, I ain't going. We gon' come and blow New Jersey up.
Big promoter named Quan out of Jersey, good dude, real good dude. He booked the show, and we was in Albany. We was in Albany, New York, on a Sprinter. Sosa had some chicks with him. The chicks, they flexing on the gram. Yeah, we with Chief Keef, all that. Come to find out, the whole time, these chicks, they had dudes. So the dudes now, they acting Sosa. Oh, we're gonna get you to come here. Those is our chicks. You know what I'm saying? These niggas like, what? Bring the smoke. He ain't scared. So when we got to the venue, Quan, the promoter, was like, yo, bring them through the back. And when they get on stage, they can do what they gotta do, and they can leave. Because we're hearing some static. You know what I'm saying? So Sosa's like, yo, I ain't no scared nigga, bring me through the front. So it's like, nah, don't go through the front. It's like, we're going through the front. So when they was walking on stage, some dude in the crowd tried to snatch his chain.
Yep.
Like I said, Sosa ain't no little rapper. These dudes bang for real. They banged their way all the way up out of there and did the show. So that's why you hear that song. They tried to get me in Jersey. I'm gonna come through, shoot New Jersey up on Faneto. That's what that song was about.